if I get drunk in the evening, which happened, I don't feel well the next day. I don't feel clear the next day. Because, of course, just like every human, when you are out and there are many friends of yours and then they invite you, why don't you just stay a little bit longer? It's just 4 o'clock, stay until 6. But I can't. I would if I could, but I can't. Why? Because I have another priority.
Welcome back to Inspire Change with Jordan Mulligan. Today, we're looking at discipline with the headmaster of the Shaolin Temple Europe, Master Shi Heng Yi. And we talk about his new structure on how to be more disciplined in your life. Today's video was powered by Huel, a quick, affordable, and nutritionally complete source of food with everything your body needs. Use code JordanMulligan10 at checkout for a discount. I'll talk about this more later in the video. But before that, how can we structure our lives for discipline? Well, today, Master Shi Heng Yi tells us exactly how.
Just a few years back, I was also staying right here outside in the monastery all the time. But as I also said, meanwhile, we have so many guests coming, which made it necessary for me to actually leave out to a separate apartment, leaving more space for the participants to come here. The circumstances have changed for me. The surroundings, the environment, let's say, has changed for me. What cannot leave me are the principles that have always followed my life. And just looking, I don't consider myself old, but all of us inside of here, this whole community, we are all young guys, young people. Of course, we enjoy going out, listening to music, talking to other people, just socializing. Of course, this is something which is also interesting and attractive to us. Of course, sometimes when we are being invited, because I grow up here, I know the city, I know the people. So that means it's natural that I also have friends outside of the monastery. But at the same time, I know. Why? Because I felt it before. I know that when I go out in the evening, and I do not discipline myself, I let myself go too much with whatever flow there is, or with the dynamic of the group, or with the flow of the evening. It's not that it's bad. I'm not thinking in terms of bad. I'm thinking in terms of consequence. And that means if someone's getting drunk in the evening, if I get drunk in the evening, which happened, I don't feel well the next day. I don't feel clear the next day. My decisions are not the best the next day. But meanwhile, everything has become so, let's say, so big also on the one side. People also depending a little bit based on the actions that I'm taking, that I just decide I cannot take decisions and I don't want to take decisions. Knowing that the reach of these decisions is going to affect everyone, I don't want to take a wrong decision because I'm not clear in the mind. So just based only on this fact, for example, I can go out, but I don't drink. If I know I have some obligation the next day, I set up all the previous days before in order to be ready for the day to come. Okay? So, and that means very clear that if I have put something upon my mind, which for me has a priority, which for me is nothing anymore to discuss about, then all the actions now that I'm doing, I just always compare, does this action, is it compatible to what I actually, or where I want to go? And that also means that you need to, of course, discipline yourself regardless of how inside you feel. Because, of course, just like every human, when you are out and there are many friends of yours and everybody's laughing and the mood is good, and the group dynamic is good and the energy is up, and then they invite you, why don't you just stay a little bit longer? It's just 4 o'clock, stay until 6. Yeah, and I know next day I have to go out. Of course, there is a side of myself having this wish, this feeling, oh, okay, come on, let's go on. But I can't.
I hope you're enjoying this video so far. Today's video was sponsored by Huel, a quick, affordable, nutritionally complete source of food that has everything that your body needs. I have used these for the last 2 years to be able to fly around the world and make these projects happen. This is how our film crew are fueled, but also this is what supports us to be able to make these projects happen. So if you want to find out more about Huel, head to the link in the description and use code JordanMulligan10 at checkout for a discount. Let's dive back into the video.
I would if I could, but I can't. Why? Because I have another priority. Because somewhere I'm saying, okay, it was a nice evening until right now, all is good. For me, I'm really happy already that I spent this time with all of you, but I need to get back to mission. And this is the point where discipline for me, for example, comes in, that despite the fact of your internal world, your emotions, your feelings, maybe tell you something else, yeah, but discipline is for me that it's not listening in that case now necessarily to your feelings, but to call out again what was your priority that you have set to yourself while you still had a clear mind. Okay, so, and this I keep. So, discipline on the one side, meaning you are keeping your commitment. You are keeping your commitment, so that means it is something about actively doing, let's say, you are actively, consciously keeping your goal. But discipline at the same time also means you're leaving away the stuff that you know it's gonna block you along the way. So discipline in that sense is not just a one-way street. It's about what you want, this is what you do, and what you know is not good for you, you leave it. So we have an active part, a passive part, yeah? This is where it comes to discipline. Now, for many, many years, all of this has been like, it's like you would say it has been my child. So what is the hardest thing? It is to invest your love, invest your time, invest everything, go through all the pain to make that child grow and develop. But then you can see already, you can sense it, the time has come that it's not possible somehow anymore for you to still remain on the side of the child. Okay? And it's really hard because you have built up such a strong relationship to all of this, and now it's time to let go. Understand? So even that is difficult for me. But then I actually went really inside and asked myself, but why is it that, what is it I'm afraid of about this child? The only thing I want is that this child continuously starts to grow, and actually that the child is always well off, that the child is being taken care of. Okay? And now I have to jump a little bit, but you see, this is how it's for me all connected. Sometimes I had the thought already, now I'm building up this race bike, okay, which took me 5 years. And sometimes I have these thoughts like, okay, what happens one day when like I'm gone? Where will this bike end up? Yeah, am I going to give it to a museum? Or who is going to take care of that bike in the way how I did it? And there I came to the conclusion, most probably no one. No one is going to adopt this child and will take care of that child in the way how I did it. Why not? because now in regards to the bike, there is nobody else around who was involved in the process of building up that bike. This is why nobody has that type of relationship and connection to the bike. Now I jump back to the temple. I want this temple to survive. I want this organization to go on. I want that somebody is taking care of this place just like their child. How to do it? They must be integrated in the process already of bringing up that child. And that was the point where I said, it's time to delegate. It's time to let other people also start to understand the sufferings of the child, the problems of the child, and then let them figure out by themselves how to know which medicine is it you need to give. And I slowly just took myself out a little bit, just overseeing. Just making sure it's your responsibility, everything right now. Just in case something goes very wrong, I'm there. Then you can come. If it's all okay, I will just watch it. Okay? So this is the process which has been going on right now, more or less, let's say since 1 year, 2 years ago it slightly started, but since the last time that we saw each other, this is like the process which is going on here. Okay?
Thank you so much to Master Shi Heng Yi and the Shaolin Temple Europe for doing this. If you want to find out more, there are more resources on shaolin.online down below. And also I want to say a massive thank you to Huel for sponsoring the video to get our film crew out to Germany to be able to film this project. Use code Jordan Mulligan 10 at checkout with the link in the description for a discount. And thank you to everybody who supported us at mulliganbrothers.com with the journals and the posters. If you're still getting ready for the new year, use code 2024 at checkout to get buy one, get one free across everything on the website. Guys, it has been a great start to the year and we are off in 2 hours, 3 hours to make an adventure to the Scottish Highlands to go film a brand new project with my good friend. He is all into spirituality, mental health in a big, big way. So if you want to watch that, hit the notification bell and give us a subscribe, hit the subscribe button, a follow. And if you've seen this on Instagram or anything like that, make sure you follow as well. Then we are off to New York. So we're working very hard to make sure that we have all these projects ready for you guys. So thank you for watching. Have a blessed and productive day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.